Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of the Rayo Vallecano Save here on FIFA 19, episode number 11. I'm sorry if I might sound a bit sick, that's because I'm a bit under the weather more than usual, but I'll still record this episode today because I'm really enjoying this series, and I hope whoever of my 7 subscribers are enjoying it too. And the first game of this episode that we see is against Celta de Vigo, and you might be asking yourself, why is De Tomas starting instead of our informed Wilfried Bony? Well, Wilfried Bony was a bit tired after the previous episode, so we decided to rest him here today, and let's see how that results. That comes off, because at the end of the day, De Tomas is a higher rated player. As we see, the first chance for us falls in the 15th minute, where Danny Olmo just didn't want to take the shot on. Didn't feel like taking the shot on. And 20 minutes in, we get another chance, but that comes to no avail. Again, another save of the keeper. Then 29 minutes in, Edvin Kula whips the ball in, and who else? Actually, not who else. Scores the second goal of his the campaign here. Danny Olmo, the new signing that we signed from Dinamo Zagreb 3 episodes ago. It's his second goal of the season and his first at home as we open the scoring against Celta Vigo. We beat them in the cup, if you don't remember. I simmed that match. I didn't play it live, but we did beat them 2-1 here at home. And things would surely look bright here, as similarly to that game, as we go 1-0 up with the number 18 getting a pretty awkward header as he falls over, we can see, because of that motion he had. But nonetheless, he opens the scoring and celebrates with his teammates and makes it 1-0 to us. And that's his second goal, 31 minutes in. 40 minutes into the game, we get another chance. Brahim Diaz, perseverant as ever, gets the ball off, takes a strike, but another save by Ruben Blanco, and goal denies us from getting the second goal of the game.
That's half-time.
And that would be half-time. So the first half was pretty dim, only 1-0 up, which is pretty good in comparison to our recent form, after last episode especially, after the cup set, and this, the form that we showed after the game, after that cup set. Proved to be bad, and we are currently showing a lot better here as Danny Olmo opens the first, has the first chance of the second half as we bring on Wilfried Bony. And he does this after the chance with Danny Olmo. The ball whips in, Ruben Blanco is in no man's land, and Wilfried Bony, even on half stamina, because he is, at the end of the day, Wilfried Bony, gets his 13th goal of the season and shushes the camera. As the critics saying that Wilfried Bony might not be able to continue his insane streak, but he's shushing them right now as he gets a goal against Celta Vigo. To be honest, the whole goal was the mistake of Ruben Blanco. It a solid header into the roof of the net. Provides Rayo Vallecano with the second goal of the game, and Wilfried Bony's 13th. Ruben Blanco getting to nowhere with that chance. And there we see Rooster World Peace there, enjoying his time on the touchline, and there we see the confirmation. He gets his 13th goal of the season. As Celta Vigo get a chance themselves 69 minutes in, but that chance goes over the bar. But let me be quiet for this one. Watch this.
Trying to stretch the opposition using the wider areas here. Bunny! How spectacular is that?
Well, you have to get the timing absolutely perfect to take that on. And boy, didn't he pull it off.
Brilliant athleticism and a wonderful finish.
It takes a bit of muscle to take that on. He showed plenty.
Well, how did he do it? We're about to find out. Have another look at it here, Alan.
Well, you need tremendous ability and agility, Martin, to complete that kind of finish. He's done it a few times in the past, but I don't think ever as good as this. Well, I know this manager's been working hard on the training ground on a certain shape, and boy, is it getting results
Wilfried
out
Bony
there.
not only shushes the crowd before and shushes the critics for not being able for being on top form, he scores the absolute worldie. The best goal I've seen on this, and at least the best goal I've scored in this FIFA, and he scores my third bicycle kick this season, and it's an absolutely terrific one. It's similar to the one to Gareth Bale's one against Liverpool in the Champions League finals, and Ronaldo's one against Juventus in the Champions League semifinals. If you don't know what I'm talking about, have you been living under a rock? But he's similar to that. He elevates he elevated so far up in the air, and he somehow managed to get the height because he has a good jumping step. That was sensational. Gets the height. It's not even the person I intended to cross to. Gets the height and finds the bottom corner exactly like Ronaldo did against Juventus, and that was a sensational goal. Undoubtedly a goal of the season contender, and might be the goal of the season depending on what you guys vote. 79 minutes in though. The chances were piling for Celta Vigo after we scored that sensational goal by Wilfried Bony to make it his second goal and his 14th of the season. But 80 minutes after that first corner, Iago Aspas, the Spanish international, decides to score a goal here to make it 3-1 and makes the deficit into 2 goals as he just kisses the camera and doesn't celebrate, and probably rightfully so, as they're losing 3-1. He doesn't want to celebrate. He wants to keep it calm and wants to continue the match. I don't think that we'll be able to come back in this game, but a very accurate header above the head of Moreno ensures a 3-1 lead to us. But Wilfried Bony doesn't get out of the action as 91 minutes, actually 92 minutes in, he assists after a brilliant 1-2 play or a couple passes by Jose Pozo, who just came on for Dani Olmo, who was pretty tired for scoring the first goal. Plays a couple passes, which creates a space for him to get in there, and Jose Pozo made no mistake in the finish, as he's slowly but surely becoming our super sub after he became Mr. Tuesday and Wednesday nights in the Copa de España. Gets a goal here and makes it 4-1, and surely it's game over. Gets his first goal in the La Liga, but it's his 4th overall in all competitions, I think, and that made it for the full-time whistle. We finally get a win after that cup set in 2 episodes ago, and we get a win against Celta Vigo, which we did beat in the cup, and it came with a brilliant 4-1 victory. As next up, we host Atletico Madrid in Estadio de Vallecas, and if you remember a reverse meeting against them, it was the second game of the season, and we managed to beat them 1-0 in the actually, I forgot the name of the Atletico Madrid stadium, and nonetheless, here are the lineups as we put Wilfried Bony. We reward him after scoring a brace in the previous game, and he starts this game, and 20 minutes in, we get the first chance on goal. It's a brilliant piece of skill by Dani Olmo, who scored in the previous game and had some brilliant chances. He's really becoming that creative playmaker that we need, as he cuts on his left foot with a brilliant Ronaldo chop, and Jose Maria Jimenez can't do anything, but Diego Godin does block it. As Koke fires there 34 minutes in, but it's it's a very easy save for Alberto, as we go on the other side. Trejo with a little Ronaldo chop and then a little feint as we cross the ball to the other side to Moreno, as that finds Diaz. Diaz, with so much space to whip the ball in, whips it to Wilfried Bony, and Bony gets his 15th goal of the season. So, oh my Bony, he just cannot get off the score sheet as he goes and celebrates once again with the cameras, and Brahim Diaz gets another assist, and Wilfried Bony is just an absolute threat anywhere on the pitch, especially in the air this season. If I could tell you the statistics of how many goals he scored in the air, I would, but he rises above the experienced Diego Godin and heads it. Look how directly he heads it past a very good keeper in Jan Oblak. Diego Godin was goal side of Wilfried Bony, but he still managed to direct that ball into the bottom left, and that's all he do is for him as he gets his 15th goal of the season. The Ivorian definitely has revived his career this season. And a brilliant goal by him again, and that opens the scoring against Atletico Madrid, against a very strong Atletico Madrid, but that wouldn't last, as 43 minutes in, 2 minutes before the halftime whistle, Kalinic scores the goal. And Kalinic in the summer, in real life, talking about real life football, has been a pretty funny signing, because he obviously was ejected, if I may say, in the World Cup from Croatia, and he really didn't do anything with Fiorentina and AC Milan. But saying he didn't do a lot, I mean, not enough to really pull attention from clubs like Atletico Madrid, but he does shush critics like me, and does put the ball in the back of the net. Diego Simeone celebrating there, and that is his second goal of the season. So obviously in the game too, he isn't the most successful player in front of goal, but nonetheless, it does go 1-1 at halftime. Wilfried Bony gets another goal and ensures himself in the highlighted player of the second half, as Atletico Madrid Start the second half really strong, and look at this for a save by Alberto after a sensational free kick by the Spanish international Koke. And look at this for another save by Alberto with a brilliant piece of work by Gelson Martins as he makes his way in the box. And I forgot to put that in. Great. Oh gosh, that is pretty awkward. We'll continue on as Danny Olmo got a shot on, and he was subbed off by he got subbed off, and I think De Tomas came in for him. As he also scored and made it 2-1. That was it for the game. Pretty awkward mistake by me in the editing. Nonetheless, that wasn't really a critical chance. It was a great save by Alberto. But nonetheless, they do score, and out of rage, I didn't show the highlights. That highlight of the goal, and Diego Costa made it 2-1 and made the comeback complete. So in our Atletico Madrid derby, the second rendition of it this season, we do lose 2-1 after winning 1-0. So fair enough, Atletico Madrid did punch a lot of holes in our defense in that second half. So I can't say they don't deserve it. And we go into our third and final game of this episode against Getafe away from home, and another Madrid derby. As in the reverse fixture of this derby, it ended 2-2 after we had a 2-0 lead, as the first chance goes to Brahim Diaz, who does amazingly well to get past his defender, takes a quick strike on, that is saved. Wilfried Bony, our top scorer, gets a quick shot on, and that is saved as well. Danny Olmo, though, takes a strike on in the 25th minute, but Gael Kakuta, that's a name we haven't mentioned in a long time in the goal-scoring sheet, has finally scored a goal, and the number 10 gets his 7th goal of the season. It celebrates in front of the Getafe crowd. It's pretty dangerous if you ask me. But all the team goes and celebrates with him. So in this Madrid derby, we do lead 1-0. As we see there, our fans going absolutely crazy in that stand up there. Getafe don't have any roofs in their stands. If it rains, when it rains, all the fans probably need special coats because they probably get soaking wet. But besides that, I got pretty soaking wet from that goal. I'm sorry for the inappropriate reference, but that was a sensational acrobatic goal off the deflection from the goalkeeper, off the save. Gael Kakuta makes no mistake and sticks that in the back of the net. And 34 minutes in, Danny Olmo was 1-1 with the goalkeeper. I saw Brahim Diaz, though, and for some reason he let that go on a bit too far from his body. And though he is left-footed, look, for some reason he turned, which made that shot a lot more harder for him, as he is low-rated, and he missed the effort going inside netting out of the open goal. But I can't really blame him because the angle in which he took the strike was pretty hard, especially in the position. So let's not give too much stick to Brahim Diaz there. As we go into halftime 1-0 up, and the first chance of the second half falls to us with a brilliant individual effort by Danny Olmo, who scored in the first game of this episode, as he tries to go for his second goal of this episode and his third in general. Oscar Trejo has a pop shot in the 50th minute, and we go all the way to the 79th minute, which Danny Olmo, again, with no stamina, goes in front of goal, and yet again can't find his goal. 90th minute, though, they have a chance to score, and it was saved. I got you there. It's not April Fool's, it is Halloween, but I got you there. Alberto with a sensational save. The keeper has been an absolute fire this season. And we do get a win, 1-0, simple win. But in general, guys, that will be it for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope to see you in the next episode of this Rayo Vallecano save. So I hope you guys all enjoyed, and peace.